Hello everyone, this is Pawan Gowda here, and today I'm going to show you the introduction of web designing and web hosting. Okay, so let's start the session. And first of all, we will see what is web designing. Okay, so designing is nothing but the designing of web pages using various programming language. Likewise, you can say the example of HTML. Okay, so HTML is the best example of designing the web pages. Okay, so this is a basic programming language. By using that, you can design the web pages. Okay. So HTML is nothing but hypertext markup language. The full form of HTML is hypertext markup language. That will see. I will show you the demo of this, how to design the web page and how to host in the uh, your domain. Okay. The next thing is web component. So web component is nothing but the component required for web hosting. Okay. So what are the component required for web hosting? So basic component means these are the essential component required for the web hosting. Okay. So first of all is client and server. Okay. This is the first component. Second is internet service provider. So you very well aware about the internet service provider. Likewise, the best example I want to give is the Geo. Yes, so Geo is the best example of internet service provider. After that, website hosting services. So there are the various website hosting companies that provide the various web hosting services like GoDaddy, Hostinger. Then you have HostGator. There are many more. I will show you in the practical that various these various type of web hosting services one by one. Okay. So domain name. Domain name is nothing but the name of your website, which whatever the name you want to give to your website. Okay, so likewise www.facebook.com. So this is the domain name. Okay, domain name and URL and IPS. The URL is also a website name. This is another name of website. You can say a website as a URL. URL means Uniform Resource Locator. This is a specific domain name required to require for the domain name. Okay, and IPS. IPS is Internet Protocol. This one is a different one. I will show you in the demo in the practical. Okay, and register. Register is nothing but a simple you can say a backend storage. Register is a backend storage required for web component. Okay, so these are the web components required for web hosting. Okay, so yeah, so what are the example of likewise I say client and servers. So first of all, we see what are the client and server. What are the example of client and server? So first is Internet Explorer. This is our client. So all the browser, you can say all the browser which we use today. So it is an example of clients like Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla, Netscape, Opera, then AOL and MSN. These are the you can say a popular browser which we use today, which we are using today. Okay, so this one is example. And after that, servers. You can say these are the server. Microsoft is also a server. Apple, Apache, Netscape, GeoS, AOL server, AV, Java web server, Oracle. Okay, so these are the example of web servers. So just have you have an idea, so that you have an idea about that. So I include these examples. Okay. So internet service provider. So what are the internet service provider and connects? First of all, what do you mean by internet service provider? Internet service provider is a provider which connect clients to the internet. Likewise, phone company. This is our internet service provider. Then you can say a Geo. Then Geo, Vodafone, Airtel. Then Idea. These are the internet service provider company also. It is not means just SIM card company. It is also internet service provider company. By using that, we can connect to the internet. So this is AOL. AOL is nothing but this is a American company, AOL. This is also a service provider company. Then Earthlink, Verizon, NetZero. These are the internet service provider examples. So email is also one type of internet service provider. Likewise, we have various type of email like Yahoo, Gmail, then Reddit Mail, then various means. These are the most popular emails. Service provider company, Google, Gmail. Google have web hosting service. So what are the essential things required for the web hosting? Okay. So first of all, you require the server. Okay. Then web server software. So these are the software required for uh, uh, web server software. Okay. Then firewall for hardware also and software also. Then IT services, backup, troubleshooting, and hardware repair. It means when you lost the data. Okay. And if let's say example, when you lost the data, and you by mistakenly you deleted your data in web hosting in your server. You delete the data on your server. So for that, the web hosting services provide you the backup. Means you can you can take the backup of your file also. Okay. So then troubleshooting services, then hardware repair. It's also services provided by the web hosting by the web hosting provider. Okay. So you require the bandwidth. It is a very most important part of your web hosting services. If you have good bandwidth, so you can get a good speed of your internet, right? So connection to the internet, you can say you have a very good connection of internet of your internet. Okay. So router and switches. Router and switches means it's an example of means it's an concept of LAN. If you have LAN, like if you have a broadband connection, for that we require routers and switches. Okay. So email server. So email server means, yeah, if you want your means your own email server. So by that you can purchase through the various web hosting sites like GoDaddy, Hostinger, then HostGator, then direct web direct X. These are means these are the various service providing companies of email server. Okay. So domain name. The domain name, first of all, what is domain name? The specific address of a computer on an internet is called as domain name. For example, Microsoft.com. Okay, so this is a specific domain name which you give on your computer. Okay, so this is an example of domain name. So .com means, first of all, means this is a main domain. You can say Microsoft is a main domain name. Okay, and .com is it's a subdomain. Then there is various subdomain available in in the internet like .com, .in, .org, .edu. These are various means. I will show you how many types of subdomain available. So Microsoft.com is a uh, means it is a good example of domain name. Okay. So next, so uniform resource locator. Uniform resource locator means URL. It's also a example of domain name. It means if if you if you say particular data, for example, in FAQs.html, okay, FAQs.html, and you want to access that. So by using this URL, okay, by using this URL, you can access your data. Okay, so Internet Protocol address. So what is this? Internet Protocol address is address by which you can uh, access your data by using this address. Before domain name, this concept widely used in the internet. Okay, in the internet before you can say 1990. Company provides, okay, company provides domain name service. So there is a domain registration. There is a domain registration is there in various domain service provider. Likewise, GoDaddy. If you want to purchase a domain in GoDaddy, so you have to register your domain in GoDaddy. Okay, so that is the thing. So it maintains database which maps domain name to the IP address. So this is a very important thing, that it maintains your database and which maps means which connects your domain to your IP address. IP address means like previously I tell you 162.168.1.1. So this is a one of the example of IP address, because you can have various IP address in the backend. Okay, so these are so this is the thing, maintain database which maps domain names to IPs. So it propagate new domain name IP address information across internet. Means it once you register the domain and uh, once you connect to the your hosting server. So once you connect to the server, so you can get access of your domain. Okay, once you get the access, you can upload the files, and once you upload the files, you can get access of that. Okay, so now we'll see how to create a website. Okay, this how to create a basic website, how to create a basic web page. So first of all, what you need to do before creating a website. So first of all, you have to choose a domain name. Okay, then register the domain name. Choose a hosting service, means GoDaddy, means whatever you want in the service. Okay, tell registration the IP address, means you have to register your IP address. You have to once you choose a domain name, register with the domain name, choose the hosting service, and tell register the IP address to your hosting service. Okay, create a web content. Web content means create a web page, store, publish onto your hosting server. Uh, Once you create a web content, so you can store on your hosting server and submit the new site to search engine. Means you can once you upload the files on your server, so you can access through your search engine means likewise Google, Yahoo, MSN, Bing. It's an example of search engine. Okay, so that is the thing. So what are the principle of good web designing? Okay, so some principles are there for designing a good website. Okay, so let's see the principle. So first of all, visitor centric and clear purpose. The website should be a clear, and the purpose is clear. Is what you want to show to the audience, or show to the. This is the first part, first principle. Then progressive disclosure. Means your content should be progressive. Means whatever content you add in your website. So it should be a progressive disclosure. Displays quickly, or whatever the content or whatever your website web pages is there in your website. So it displays quickly. So it gives a good impression to your to your user. Okay, and yeah, browser compatible. It's the most important thing for the website designing. It should be browser compatible. So most of the browser compatible with the web designing, but uh, uh, websites should be browser compatible because some browsers like Opera, Netscape, Mozilla, uh, it is not browser compatible, and Chrome, then Microsoft browser, MSN Bing, and these are means 2 3 browsers are there, so it is a browser compatible. Okay, so then it have a good navigation. Okay, the fifth principle is it should have a good navigation. It should have a good navigation. Then spelling, you should check your spelling, grammar, and writing in your website. It create a good impression to the to your user. Okay, yeah. So website should be secure. So website should be secure. Secure means it should be SSL certified. SSL certified. I will tell you practicals. So it's a one type of certificate which is used for security purpose. So which I tell you later was okay. Attractive to design and easy to read. It's have a miss global access means if you purchase a .com domain, obviously it's .com means it's a .com means com stand for commercial. Okay, so cultural bias means it's have regional, domestic, and international access. Okay, means you can access globally. It should not have a group no technical problem. Means your website should be uh, means website should be your website should be error free. Okay, so you should maintain your website. Okay, means you have to means you should update your website time to time so that it gives you a good results. Okay, good results. Search engine accessible. Likewise, I recently said what are the search engine? Search engine means simply it's a search engine means Google, Google search engine, Yahoo search engine, Microsoft search engine. It's a it's an example of search engine means you can creating your website. So what are the tools and technology required for creating the website? Okay, so I will tell you that. So first of all, it required the some languages. Languages means most widely used language is HTML and DHTML, XML. So these are the example of what are the means what what required for your website designing. Okay, so HTML is widely used right now in the context. HTML widely used markup language. So HTML stand for hypertext markup language. So it's a one type of example of markup language. Then DHTML, it's also example of markup language. DHTML, dynamic. D stand for dynamic. Okay, dynamic hypertext markup language. Then XML. XML is nothing but also it's also used for designing purpose. And XML is most widely used in for developing the Android applications. So once if you want to develop Android, if you want to design Android application, for that you require XML. That is uh, extended markup language. Okay, and XSLT is this all are the example of markup languages. The second is cascading style sheet. So this is also one type of technology used for designing website. So I will tell you in the practical demo of this how to use CSS and how to create a web page using HTML. Okay. So there are various scripting languages. These are the advanced languages for using for creating uh, a website. Okay, so Perl, JavaScript, PHP, Java. You can say Java, ASP.NET. These are the example of scripting language. You can write a script. Means means advanced languages. Okay. So what are the software required for web creation and web editing? Okay. So these are the example of this. These are the example of that. Notepad front end. Notepad. Notepad is widely used for creating a website. Then the front page, Cold Fusion, Flash, Hot Metal, Site Builder. These are the tools. You can say these are the tool for editing your website and create your website. Okay.